Hi, my name is Phil Hartmann, and welcome to PH Fabrication. Hi, this is Phil Hartmann with PH Fabrication, Horton Race Cars. Just wanted to give you guys a weekly shop update. I know normally in my weekly shop updates you don't get to see me, but luckily we got a camera guy today. So it's been a busy week. On the land speed car, we got Jed back from vacation. You got the cold water tank welded up for us on the land speed car. Now he's also been busy on a bunch of little projects on the car. So on the back here on the rear end, he's able to finish up the limiter switch, so it'll stop the rear end from dropping too low or raising up too high. He's also been working on the drive shaft loop. On the front half of the car, we've got the bulkhead, rear bulkhead. We're still working on just trying to basically get it to fit right and make sure it seals with the body. That bulkhead has to be watertight, water and fire tight, to protect the driver from any problems you may have with the motor. Up here on the driver's compartment, so we've been working on the canopy, the capsule. We've got some of our framework done, and this will actually all fold up when the windshield's in and be hinged, so that way the driver can get in and out fairly easy. The biggest thing is getting the geometry right, along with fitting our panels to the body. Now on the front half, we're trying to get everything assembled and get things put together. So you can see we have our front suspension, which is a horizontal shock setup, along with we've got our limiters on the front, or on top and bottom of the front end, so that way when they're running 350 miles an hour, it doesn't put the nose into the ground. You can see the front shocks that we're using, some strange engineering shocks, and they will be mounted horizontal. Once everything's bolted together, you'll be able to see how that all works. Also on the front end, we had to make the front steering telescoping. On a dragster, you typically have a straight steering shaft, but on this, everything has to be able to come together with the front suspension going up and down. Now on this side, we've been able to work a little bit and get our cold air intake in place, or our plumbing for the intake, and then we're also getting some of our smaller tanks mounted for the water injection system that they're going to run on this diesel motor. So this motor is a Mercedes-Benz diesel with a turbo 400 transmission, and then you've got a Winner's quick change rear end. Also on the Winner's quick change rear end, you can see again we have our horizontal shock mounts, and it'll have basically a swing arm bottom and a 4-link top setup to stop any side-to-side movement with the bottom. That's why you see the swing arm tied together instead of it being a true 4-link. Then back here we have dual parachute mounts. A lot of people think these is exhaust coming out, but we do have dual parachute tubes, top and bottom, and it's kind of a neat system that I'm not really familiar with a whole lot, but one of the parachutes is going to be about 60 feet long. That'll be the first one they pull, and it comes out. The second parachute comes out about 30 feet, and it helps slow the car down. Like I said, it's not a system that I'm familiar with, but I'm definitely learning when it comes to the land speed car. Everything with the fabrication, you're always learning something new. Nobody knows everything. So over here on the Chevy Nova, it's been a good project, just a lot of work, a lot of small jobs on it. So we had to make the clutch linkage, along with taking the motor out, making the bell housing opening bigger. We had two different style bell housings in the car, and now we're just modifying it to make it for what the customer wants. The clutch linkage was a little bit of a challenge with dealing with the headers, and also we had to add a few bars underneath for the to pass NHRA tech for the roll cage and make it safe for the driver. Also on this car, we had to mount a parachute along with make a parachute bracket, run the parachute cables. The customer wants to run it in a 3-pedal gasser series, so that's what we're trying to keep it up with their rules. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my weekly shop update. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you all next week.